Psalm 35 marks a dramatic shift in tone. David moves from thanksgiving to urgent petition. The previous psalm celebrated God's deliverance. This psalm cries out for restoration. The change reflects the reality of the Christian life. Believers alternate between victory and battle, between praise and plea. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Psalm 35, verse 1. The word plead means to contend. David asks God to serve as his advocate. He faces accusers who strive with him. The word describes those who engage in legal or physical conflict. The second half of this verse shifts from the courtroom to the battlefield. Fight against them that fight against me. David needs more than a lawyer. He needs a warrior. His enemies do not just argue against him. They attack him. David's prayer asks God to retaliate with equal measure. His request reveals David's helplessness. He cannot win without God's advocacy. Unless God intervenes, he has no chance of winning this battle. The repetition emphasizes his dependence on the Lord. Moses showed this rule when Amalek attacked Israel. Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim. Exodus 17:8. Moses sent Joshua to lead the battle while he stood on the hill with the rod of God. And it came to pass, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed, and when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. Exodus 17:11. The victory depended not on Joshua's skill, but on Moses' intercession. God fought for Israel, while Israel fought Amalek. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for mine help. Psalm 35:2. David continues the military imagery. The shield refers to a small round shield carried for defense. The buckler describes a large shield that protected the whole body. David pictures God preparing himself for battle. The phrase "stand up" means to rise or take a position. God must not remain seated. He must stand and engage David's enemies. The request for mine help reveals David's position. David does not fight alone. He fights with God's assistance. The word help implies partnership. David will fight, but he needs God to help him. Nehemiah faced similar opposition when rebuilding Jerusalem's walls. His enemies mocked and threatened. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God, and set a watch against them day and night because of them. Nehemiah 4:9. Nehemiah prayed and posted guards. He worked with a tool in one hand and a weapon in the other. God provided help, but Nehemiah still labored. The partnership required both divine intervention and human effort. Draw out also the spear, and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Psalm 35:3. David adds another weapon to God's arsenal. The word spear refers to a javelin or lance used in close combat. Draw out means to unsheathe or prepare for use. The phrase "stop the way" pictures God blocking the path of David's pursuers. They cannot reach him because God stands between them. The verse concludes with a personal request. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. David needs more than physical deliverance. He needs spiritual assurance. The word soul represents his inner being. He wants to hear God's voice speaking to him. The phrase, I am thy salvation, parallels God's promises to his people. God does not just provide deliverance. He is salvation.